we have a new series of Batu and Julian. In the north of the map, we have Batu in the color of blue, and in the west side of the map, we have Julian in the color of cyan, and very interesting Dutch mirror.
Dutch mirror, that's it. It's very interesting. Yeah, that's cyan, by the way. The color.
Yeah, didn't I say cyan? I thought I did.
It's cyan.
If I didn't, cyan?
Cyan,
Yeah, my English pronunciation.
That's so good. And you have Batu here. Look at those trees. I haven't actually noticed this. Is this something that is only for 3D? You get this beautiful tree line.
It's only for 3D. Yeah, it's only.
It reminds me of Clash of Clans.
Oh yeah, all around the borders of the map, right? You have just trees and mountains.
Give penalty to Turkey.
Oh, give penalty to Turkey.
Why does he say that? Is it football?
It's because because of the football and the championships. I'm not really. I do not remember exactly, but there was some problems that they faced, and they didn't want to give penalty to Turkey or something. There was some foul, but I do not remember exactly what happened.
All right, let's look at this deck. Hasn't picked up the deck just yet. This is a very interesting map as well for the Dutch, because they do start with extra resources, right? I think this still applies for this treaty mode.
Yeah, you get extra resources because you can start with them with the bank.
Yeah, and you have so much extra resources, and they have the option to go for TP, even as Dutch, but I think just the bank, early bank, just too good. Just too good. And have both of them went for the early bank? Yes, sir.
Yeah, both of them.
But Batu also went for the market. And here's we have Julian's deck. We have the trivials, the wood shipments, the card, more wood, upgrade for the units, more wood. And also he has Willem. It's a battleship. So I guess he just have this Dutch deck for even for a water case. He wouldn't change his build regardless.
Yeah.
And there's no guessing what he's gonna do. You know what he's doing. So it's a little bit of a flex there from Julian. Where Batu's on the other hand, you can see his deck. It's a little bit hard to tell. He can also send a fort. And also the battleship. Funny that you both has a battleship. He also has the Bank of Amsterdam and Rotterdam, which I don't think you might be able to send them anyway. And also the bank wagon. And all, but it doesn't have the 1600 wood that Julian has. But everything else.
And also 600 wood Batu doesn't have. So I wonder what those builders are gonna look like, because Batu might send a wagon straight away. And Julian doesn't have a bank wagon in H2, so I wonder if Julian's just gonna send a 700 wood, 600 wood. Yeah, interesting.
I think he might go to H3 and send 1000 wood instead of sending 600 wood, but I might be wrong.
True.
There we go. Batu's going for 60 coin here. Let me see what's JulianK aging up with. The wood's on the floor, followed by 700 wood. I think also sending the bank card might be a misplay, because in a normal match, yes, it's fine, but I think you want to conserve your shipments, so you want to use your villagers to make the banks. In theory, that might be better, because you might not have enough shipments to send everything that you want to send. So you might just use your villagers. You have 15 minutes, anyway. In a normal match, you can't do 5 banks easily. So I think there will be no problem to do 5 banks with just villagers. So you don't actually need that bank wagon, by the way.
Look at the wood shipments, as I mentioned. 700 wood, and I think he's shipping to 600 wood as well.
Yes, indeed. So he's going for that. So his villagers are going to be on food. So that's going to be his macro with possibly steel traps, hunting dogs. So I think that's hunting dogs or steel traps.
Steel traps is over 1. So I think that's hunting dogs now.
Okay, so that's only hunting dogs so far. So all villagers on wood, and all the remaining villagers gathering the crates of wood. And actually opening with the trading post here. That's going to be something really, really nice to boost the extra shipments that he might need to send all the cards that he wants to send. Therefore, the 600 wood becomes quite handy if you're actually going to go for a TP as well. Batu is on 3 TPs as well. He's also with hunting dogs. And he's actually sending the bank card.
Mm-hmm.
Instead
I
of...
don't think that's a good. I think that's a good card in my opinion in this Revolt tourney, because I think 600 wood is just better in order to get the infrastructure later on as well. I think.
Yeah, because you're gonna have 300 extra wood, you can do something else with it.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
he is doing the TP.
You can get the TP. You can also add a church for even more XP.
Yeah.
I think that oh yeah, Julian just
And
got it.
he's already on 5
think.
banks. And then look at this, you are on 5 banks on this side as well. Church cards being sent, but you do not have resources to make a church, and you have no TP. Hence, the bank could be a little bit worse than actually sent. He canceled that though.
Oh, he canceled it. Okay,
That's very
he
nice.
sent 4 villagers instead, which
Okay.
I don't think that's a. Yeah, I don't really feel like that's a good shipment for Dutch in this Revolt tourney. 600 would just better. But we'll see what Batu has in mind. You know, those 4 villagers can end up being the army
Yeah, the more villagers you
later on.
have,
So
23 villagers, more revolutionaries you're gonna have. Also, you forgot, but look at here. You have 20 villages here. Even without sending the villagers, we're not that far ahead. So 20 from 24 actually. And look at that
so
scout
it's the 4.
taking visibility for free. Yeah. So Batu, let me see. Julian has a shipment. It's going for 115 wood there. That's a great pickup there from Julian. And here comes the scout from Batu as well. Both of these players be able to see what they're doing, as you can see. That's Julian's point of view. Gathering 115 wood treasure. We also have the Udacity Temple. This is unit upgrades. Gather it from New States Livestock Band. And
those are really nice treaty cards. Yeah.
And this one, the 6th training increases the chakram. So basically this unit here.
Those chakrams, they're pretty much like fire throwers from Malta. Yeah, they're pretty much the same unit, except they're native.
Do they snare as well or not?
No, they do not snare. They do not snare. They're just the fire throwers from Malta, just a native unit. However, this map, I remember back in the days of TAD, I remember this map was a really nice 3D map. However, they would ban like Russia. Just an interesting fact. They would ban Russia because there were Opry boxes back in the days, and people were just laming Opry boxes back to the left. You have those choke points, and it was a very nightmare to wall it off. So
Interesting.
it was.
Batu could
it
have
was fun.
contested his 120 food here, but decides not to for some reason. I would like to see him contesting that. He's 2,000 score behind here. Even with the villager shipments. What is he sending? He's saving his shipments. Julian, though, is already going to H4 with the Viceroy. He already sent 1,000 wood. That's gonna really help with the age up as well, with the revolt as well.
Yeah, definitely.
And look at this.
Yeah.
He's on 7 banks.
Yeah, I really feel like that the wood for Dutch is just detrimental in this revolt tourney. Oh, yeah. Because it allows you to have all of those villagers on food pretty much, and you don't need to worry about anything else.
Okay, let's see what's happening here. We do have idle villagers. 2 shipments is hitching up with the Viceroy as well. There we go. Sending the factories early. Also sending the musketeers, sort of like fencing school for the church. And he's followed up by the 1600 wood, because you see that he's already popped. Got the 2 barracks. Factor coming hot. Okay, Bat was always planning to send the mercantilism card. No barracks yet. That's the problem. He's really lacking the 1000 wood that the Julian sent earlier. Look how much more experience he gets by building those buildings as well. What else is happening? And I think also Julian is taking way more treasures than Batu is. Like he's completely idling his explorer for some reason. I think Julian is just catching his breath and taking some of the HP back so he can take the bigger treasures, like this one here, the 180 coin. There's nothing over there. And we do have here easy pick up here for Batu as well. Finally decides to take the envoy out of his base. And just out of range now. He has 3 shipments, 2 factories. What else is gonna send? Let's see, Julian.
Oh, he's sending a 4. He's sending a 4. I just saw Batu sending a 4 now.
Interesting.
Okay. Oh, and this infantry points. Oh, he might cancel the 4.
You're going for the, what's it called?
Tulip.
A speculation.
Oh, yeah, speculation.
So that's 20% bank.
25% bank. Be interesting choice. So I think Batu is thinking about staying in the game for a little bit longer, probably with this eco card. Gonna give him an eco advantage for sure.
Look at that, Julian is actually focusing on the infantry combat. So what's the revolts here we have for the Dutch?
I think the USA is the most viable one.
So
is it the USA? I think it's the USA, yeah, sorry.
So you possibly you're gonna be seeing a lot of dragoons, hence the skirmishers, right?
Yeah.
Look at this, they already have 25 skirmishers in the field, making like batches of 10 now.
And look at the forward factories. I really like this because he's gonna be like producing heavy cannons all day long. So instead of having them in the back, he has them in the front, so that the heavy cannons come much sooner, right? Like it takes what, 10 seconds sooner to come to the battlefield. Just thing to.
You have to be confident you're actually gonna take the fight. That's why he has the early military. So having the factories forward, that's okay. Especially because you also have 5 coverings in the field, 2 heavy cannons. Look at this big mess. It already has 40 skirmishers in a minute 30 to start the battle. Where Batu has absolutely no military, has so much to catch up with. He is sending the fort though, and he's sending the battleship. No, what is that? Oh, that's a Narsno upgrade. That's what makes his artillery with more hit points, I think.
Yeah, that's the more hit points, I believe, or maybe the area of effect. I think there's also or is there? There's also area of effect.
I think something like that. Yeah, we can't really see. His recordings, unfortunately, are not great for Age of Empires 3.
And look at the resources on Batu. He can go Imperial, but that's not allowed, unfortunately.
It isn't. No, yeah. He has no units. Like, what he's waiting for to make units?
He's waiting for the musketeers, probably for the revolutionaries. Revolt returning musketeers now. Oh, it's a church tech. I forgot. Yeah, it's a blue guard. Is a church tech.
Okay, finally he has 30 units out of the blue. Defensive fort in the base. No, the revolt has come from both these players. No, the grenadiers.
That's why he upgraded the upgrade in the the arsenal, because it's gonna give those grenadiers a better age, like area of effect. It's like
Interesting.
is like 0.5 or 1, if I'm not mistaken.
And I think you get a fort with the age up as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Julian, on the other hand, placing his fort much forward, taking the map control. But he has to defend this. We do have a lot of covers. There's no covers for Batu, which is gonna really hurt him.
Oh yeah,
And
definitely.
when he sees this coverage, I think he's gonna start making coverage of his own. But
Oh no, he's making more grenadiers. He's like, no, I'm gonna win it with grenadiers.
Interesting. I don't know how he's gonna deal with the coverings from the other side though. And what is?
But those skirmishers are better skirmishers than the normal ones. Look, they're 5
sharpshooters,
speed. Yeah, the revolutionary sharpshooters. 24 range as well, which is insane.
24. And he's almost max pop as well.
John is sending the Stradius now, okay.
That's the charge card.
Oh no, it's Batu. Oh,
yeah, Batu's sending that. Here they come. It's go time, but there's just not enough. There's so many units for Julian.
I think so, yeah.
Here comes our carbine as well. He's gonna be able to focus on the Red Lancers.
Those units are not firing.
Look at how much. Look at they're not fighting at all. Look at all Julian's units are engaged right now, where battle units are just starting to get into place. And there are musketeers getting shot by skirmishers. That's really gonna hurt. And now they got into range, and then there is a completely devastation of all his units. And he's completely being decimated here. That's wow. Welcome guys to the second match between Julian and Batu. We just had a mirror match with the Dutch, and now both of these guys also revolted with USA, so USA is no longer allowed to be revolted with. We do have here onto the color teal or cyan, JulianK playing Portugal. We do have water on this map, and we have here onto this east side of the map playing the color blue Ottomans from Turkey, Batuhan. And also this map is called the Ivory Coast. We do have two whales only on the map. And with me, Peekaboo.
Yep. Hello, everyone. The one thing to note that I don't believe that you can build docks before the treaty ends.
You can.
Therefore, the water build I think is not going to be viable.
You can build water. Yes, you can build boats outside the treaty markings. That's
can you really?
Yes.
Okay, I thought you couldn't.
It's a treaty exception. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to play water, which would be weird. But there is still the half map rule, so you'll not be able to send your boats onto the other side until you extinguish all the food or the whales onto your side of the map. We do have the Akan for both sides of these natives, and on the top side we do have the Jesuits on both sides as well. 3 trade posts down the middle. And here comes the first shipment for Batu. We can be able to see his deck. He's going for the schooners. His dock already in production. And we can see he also has the Mamelukes, the Akans as well. The Akans is an interesting one because you do have the Akan here. You might have actually some improvements for them, you see?
Those are... Oh yeah, those are the Askari, not Akans. Askari.
Oh, the Askari? Ah.
Yeah, Askaris.
My bad. Okay, so I take you back. We do have some Spahi, we have the church and the church construction, mosque construction. And also he has fish market, rendering plant, improve the warships, and advanced arsenal. On the other hand, Julian send the schooners as well. I think he's just gonna go to HQ first, and then he's gonna, because he opened up the market, and he's gonna transition into water just later on. He also has Feitorias, but I think Feitorias, if you do age up with Brazil, we can also get that in then. But I don't even know if he's gonna go for that. Also has rendering plant, improve the warships, and no battleships. He does have grape shop, And the fourth constable. The constable is, oh my god, the Feitorias pronunciation. Yeah, man, Feitorias, not Feitorias. It is what it is. Okay, let's see. He's still capped here. It isn't. It's JulianK. I'm gonna call it Cyan. So he's aging up now with the quartermaster and starting producing his first boats. Let's see Batu here. Batu. You know what? Nobody sends the Sublime Port card for auto.
Oh, what card?
Sublime Port, it converts all your food into a greater amount of wood.
Oh, this one. Oh, I see. Yeah.
That could have been a thing.
I've seen people do this on Supremacy only, but I think it's only for like ASAP Rush or for the H3 Nizam build, but not in this Revolter. I haven't seen it. That's true.
Because that would allow you to put like 2 docks and make boats way earlier. And you wouldn't even need to gather. Chop for that amount of wood, and you just put everybody on food. You convert to something like 3,000 wood, and it's just sorted. As soon as you get to H2, you get all that wood. You can make all the infrastructure you need in the world. I still haven't seen people use that card, and I think it will be really good for this. Might even be better than schooners. You don't even need to have that save send schooners. Half map with boats. There we go.
I like it. I like it.
Yeah. Batu being sneaky here. Trying to... Yeah, it's not a treaty. Is it banned? Yes, sir.
Yeah. But I mean, the Julian's dock is also questionable. If we want to point that out, it's also questionable.
But that's a good call. It's not allowed to send your boats half.
Yeah.
Across the map. That's the half map rule. It's very standard for treaty apparently. It's just like not many people are familiar with treaty. I don't think Batu ever played treaty. I haven't played treaty myself either, so it isn't something that we are familiar with.
Yeah, those are like they're unsaid rules. You don't take like resources from your opponents. So yeah, that's why people don't do it. Even like with Huns, etc. Or even sneaking villagers behind someone's base. It's half map rule pretty much.
Yeah. There we go. Hunting dogs coming for Batu. At the 6 minutes mark, JulianK.
34 villagers. That's insane with ports, man. Like it's 6.5 minutes having 34 villagers. It's incredible.
And he sent the 700 with 700 coin. So they are gathering at 1.09, so they do have steel traps. These guys are gathering at 0.6, so we don't have laser mines yet. But these boats are gathering at 67, and these ones at 57, so Julian already has gill nets. No.
Yeah.
No, it's something else. Why he's...
No. Those 57, because you looked at coin gathering. Batu has 4 boats on coin, so that's why it showed like this.
So 77 now with the gill nets, and 77 with gill nets on both sides now. Okay. So Bat is on 10 boats, and Julian on 15. We do have 2 docks versus a single dock from Batu.
If you look at the food scattering of the on the water, you can see that most of the food is on Julian's side, which is quite unfortunate for Batu. It feels like Batu.
No, but as long as the food on his side is extinguished,
he can go.
He can go to the other side, so it's not a problem.
Yeah.
So it wouldn't matter.
You basically just let the boats like go there individually, right? You do not. You just let them be, pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I don't think he's overdoing water anyways. He just wants to have some extra economy to boost a little bit, but not over investing on water. Where Julia is on 15, he's making 4 more. See, Batu's not even doing anymore.
Yeah, I think that's a good point because you only have 2 whales on this map, so
yeah,
the coin is you only need 8 bows in the end, so depends.
I think all the treasures in the map are already taken. That isn't many. There's 25 wood over here. This is our last one. And we do have these ones on water. But I don't know how you're gonna be able to kill this, right?
Yeah, you need a boat for that.
Wanna see an OP trick?
I definitely do.
Yes, sir.
Oh.
What?
He put he put boats inside. It's
Oh
like
yeah.
it's like villagers in the TC shooting something.
He can do that. It's
Yeah, he
a,
can.
but he's being nice and say that I'm just kidding. Onto this, I think we normally you can fish. I won't shoot. I think in normal treaty, this is not a bad manners. Normally, you don't do this. You don't even kill explorers with town centers, stuff like that. But on this tournament, we allowed people to actually use their town center outposts or put your fishes. He could actually be putting all these boats on the dock and start attacking his boats, taking a little bit of control of the water. That would have been allowed. So you have to do your own strategy to counter that early on. Think about these things ahead. So Julian decides not to, even though he has a superiority of boats. He could have done that and actually taking battles off this water as well. But I don't think he needs that extra help anyway. That's Julian talking here. Agent Tycoon. Also getting the Town Watch, which I think the Town Watches makes his buildings a great line of sight, so you can see they can see further away. Also has visibility of the Akan ship settlement here, so just further look at the line of sight he gets from that. It's pretty good. And in comparison to the Batu side here, he doesn't see much, right? And he actually went for the Jesuits allies. He took one of the probably the one that makes villages faster, right? Interesting. Batu is in H4. It does 3 minutes on the clock. The start of the fight. We have the first factory being shipped here for Batu. Not going for this church constructions. They don't have a TP as well, which kind of makes it harder for the shipment curve. Mercantilism is on the field. So you're going to have 2 extra shipments after that. We have to send his factories. And after that, what does he do? He's going to send 6 Pahi, or he's going to try to make you work. I think is a bit of a stretch to go for anything else, but he's sending cavalry combat. I don't see any outposts, so I don't think we are going for Hungary. So I think we're going to go age up with the revolt with the Egyptians on this side of the map. Julian though. Ooh, there's a lot of infrastructure here. I think he's sending is a 1600 wood. And I think Julian likes to make like a military early. He already has like 3 barracks, a foundry. There you go. He's already producing musketeers. There's a little bit of a clash here into this last remaining fish on the water. You still have this one here. If Batu managed to catch that up, but maybe he's just gonna delete his boats, I think. There we go, 19 musketeers. We having sent gunpowder infantry combat. which is increases their actions them by 15% and their hit points as well. Castador and Musketeers. So, and but Musketeers get damage and Castadors do damage as well. They do as well. Yeah, both of them. But
I'm
all
sorry,
the
Governor, I had to
infantry.
leave you like this. Hope nothing that interesting happened.
No, it's pretty quiet right here. Well, so you 1 minute now for the end of the treaty. We have 3 coverings for Julian, 27 musketeers. Batu is already investing on cavalry combat with 9 Spahi on the field. So he sends a 6 Spahi. He has the resources to revolt. Has an extra shipment. Is he gonna send another thing before he goes? I will. The Mamelukes would be interesting because they could tank quite a lot. I don't know if it's
Or even
worth
the
it.
Ascaris. Even the Ascaris. The Ascaris are also really, really good musketeers.
11 Ascaris. Or even 2 bombards. Or even the church card. But the church card, the bombards would be too much. Yeah, he revolts, skips the shipments. It was afraid. Meals. No. He also has this one here. The Fusiliers gets 15 damage increase. He's going for more more Fusiliers. Not Fusiliers. Yeah, the Fusiliers. I'm just not gonna say anything. I just he has 31 Fusiliers. Julian revolted with Colombia, so he's musketeers now. And also he's sending citizenship as a forest guard. The ironclad's taking care of the water here for Julian. And we're gonna have now 2 whales for Colombia. We got 5 heavies here. The covering rails on the back. Julian is trying to see if to see the bombards over there. What's happening on that side? I mean, everything is pretty much stopped here. Only the heavies is the only thing that is. The 3 bombards makes a shot. It does a nice ricochet, but that doesn't take much. The bombards are going forward. The covering is going to focus it and loses a bombard in the process. Here comes the Spahi. The Spahi is connecting with the musketeers, not with the artillery. The one remaining bombard on the back. And the Fusiliers are neck to neck with these musketeers. But there's so many heavies on the back to be dealt with, and the Fusiliers are going down. The Spahi has been evaporated from this fight. And with the Egyptians, there's nothing else to do. There's no more economy behind. And Batu just calls it. And Julian takes it home. It just wasn't enough. There wasn't enough bombards there. I think with the not having the TP, not being able to send the church card so you can have 3 bombards, it just falls behind pretty big time.
And also,
Maybe,
I feel like the
could have been a
musketeers
thing.
are very strong.
No, it could be a very interesting build. Actually, age up with the logistician for Ottoman so you can get the second church. It do hurt a little bit with the wood if you don't go for water, but I don't think you actually need that to actually get to age 4 very quickly, and you can just go for mercantilism after that. And it could have been a thing, and maybe he can actually get the church card and the must construction to get the 3 bombards. Send the 2 bombards in age 4. That's 5. Then plus your factories making bombards, and you can have a big mess of bombards. And I think that would be a little bit better. But yeah, really rough. Julian just takes it home. It's just so many units left on the field. The coverage as well. And also after he had also a follow-up because he was sending citizenship. So you would have like the water control and also villagers that was being they were coming at some point. We do have the British playing here for JulianK. Sir Cunningham with the color teal here for the Brits. And on the right side of the map, we have Batu playing as France. And now this is a very interesting matchup. What don't you think, Pickup?
Definitely, I think that's a very interesting matchup because both of those revolts that these civilizations have proven that they're really strong. So
they're pretty strong, especially if you JulianK go with the Ras build with the Virginia Company. That's really hard to deal with. Especially someone that like Julian that can pull off this to perfection. So I really want to see what he's gonna do with Brits and how many villages he's actually gonna be able to do before he revolts.
And I also believe that they're pretty much also you still have eco like with France and Brits. Both of the revolts that both of those civilizations have like revolts that you can still have eco in the back. So
correct. Since they were waiting for something that has a TP, so they can actually do a build like this. So that's very correct. So both of the civilizations will be able to have economy behind. So it's not going to be one push and it's over. You're still going to be able to making more and more units and since this could be actually a quite long game. So this is one of the opportunities of a match that could last for longer since they both have economy behind all of this. There we go. We got a 70 experience coming here for Julian. Julian, Zach is here. So one revolt. There's nothing fancy. You know exactly what he's doing. He doesn't have division company. He went for the greenish time. So with the greenish time, he put that on the trading post there. That's gonna. This is a European trading post, so he does not get experience from this. However, he does get faster age up. So all his improvements, improved politicians and technology research are reduced by 20%. So he aged up 20% faster and all his techs comes 20% faster. So it's still a viable card, I would say, because of the age up time.
And it's even more than 20% now because it like increases each TP that you own on the map.
What do you mean?
So with this card, it gives you wagon and 20% decrease, right? But he also built another TP, like another native post, which I believe it decreases the time bar like 33% or like 30%, something like this. Like the more TPs, native TPs or trading posts you have, the faster age ups and research and technologies will be.
Arrives fast, ships one trading post wagon. Each of your trading posts improve politicians and technology research time by 20%.
So each of the trading posts,
If you have two trading posts, that's 40%. That can be right.
It's not. It's been decreased somehow. It's not 40%, but it's like 30.
So it's on the available time, right? So it's if you have to say we'll take 1 minute, that's going to be 20% of 1 minute. Now it's going to take 40 seconds, going to be 20% of 40 seconds, and so forth.
Yeah,
so
it's good. It's going to be decreasing the amount of faster research time.
I think I get it. Okay, so there you go. He's aging up with the naturalist, 2 villages, 2 cows. He also has here 80 experience as well. A lot of experience crates coming out down Julian's way. And finally, we have also Virginia Comp that has been already being sent. Oh, Batu's Explorer dies for the Treasure Guardian. Hey, boy, the white boar. This is a beast. This is a menace. If you, but there we go. He has a scout to actually survive, bring him back to life. As soon as he's age up, you're gonna have the experience, the HP back, and he will be able to revive. But also aging up with the naturalist himself. There we go. Age 2. Even before age 2, he's already back. Managed to take that boar, and now he's taking 70 food back home.
Yeah, on this map there are really nice treasures on this map. Whenever I'm playing this map, I really like to scout around and look for the best treasures for myself.
They're actually not going for the cows as well. It's like Julian's really going for the treasures. Really hard on the treasures. But none of this actually really invested on taking the cows. I think they must be having another cow here down south. Look at that. There she is. Nobody interested in the cows. More buffaloes. What are buffaloes? Same thing. Buffalo and cows is same family, right? There you go. You also have the cows from the age up. Followed by 4 bills. 700 coin for Batu. You also have the... We haven't actually talked about his deck yet. We have the Unseen Regiment. Unseen Regime. In the welfare. Frontier defenses for some reason. We also have a fort. A 25. Bourbon Allies. Visit the Royal Musketeer shipments. 10 couriers. The boy. The 4 coverings. And also pioneers. I think that's a card you might do if you go for Canada, because your villages become some sort of villager revolutionary sort of thing, and all the ups for the villagers also applies for them. So wilderness warfare, pioneers, the gunpowder improvements, and great coats, all of those things pretty much a must for the French. Managed to get 60 wood here. Julian Explorer is chilling in base. Aging up with the bishop.
So sorry to interrupt you. However, I think that Canada Revolt has pioneers in their deck by default. So I don't think he needs to send it. I don't think he needs to send it straight away.
Yeah, it depends how you want to send it, because sometimes when you it's about the time curve. Sometimes you want to send it before, because when you're issuing H4, you want to send your factories as fast as possible, all those things, and you might not have time to actually send that card. And even you do Revolt, you might not have enough time to send Pioneer anymore. It doesn't hurt having it there anyway, even though he doesn't have to send it. That's a good point. What else do you see? Here comes Steel Traps. The bishop, what does a bishop do?
The bishop... Oh, I'm not even sure.
Town center. Oh yeah, town center it is.
Town center, is it?
Yeah, oh, horse feed with the quiz. 2 points for horse feed.
I'm super bad with the names of the age ups. I only know a couple, but yeah.
Is that the Evzon's one? Yeah. Sacred Band Infantry. We are on 42 villages, max pop, and getting ready to age up, and also sending refrigeration. Interesting. Going for some eco as well. There. Here comes the Tycoon. Age up, that's gonna give him 1,000 coin. He went for the Wilderness Welfare, and it's just saving his shipments for H4, I think. Bonjour, collecting food at 135. Mon amour, 81 on coin. Here I have 65, 66 on coin. Quite a difference. This guy's has 126 from 130, and this is already with refrigeration, huh?
Yeah,
with refrigeration. 126. A courier, the boys, bringing it home for the boys.
Yeah, but I don't believe Batu sent refrigeration, right? No, Batu probably hasn't.
Nah, you're just better because they're courier, the boy.
Yeah.
There we go. It already has 8 of them.
Sir Cunningham.
Got 8 of the Greek revolutionaries as well. I think next one's gonna be 4 more. Which 12, I think.
It's 2. I think it's 2 and 2 more, but I'm not really sure.
Well, then maybe they go 8 and then 2 and 2.
I think so, but
could be. Stera's been sent. terraced houses. We
Such a
do
good
have
part.
20 manors, so you'll be able to make 20 villages at a time. And look at the macro here to actually boost the villager production as fast as possible. We need to actually start herding because you're gonna have a lot of need of food. And there we go, an insta build of 20 villagers. That's 2,000
funny.
resources invested in a single go. And that's gonna jump this villager from 50 to 70. And we are on 22 villagers. No, 38. Why did I say 22? Batu's on 38. That's not so shabby. Since we have sent both the board cards.
He even
Now,
sent 10. He even sent 10 CDBs, I think.
yeah, that's why he has so many.
Yeah.
I was looking at 28 and then somebody jumped to 38 and I didn't understand. That's what it was. So he sent the 10 the boys. Now he's in both factories and it's straight into the pioneers. That's 65% more HP for the villagers. It doesn't have the House of Anar. Like this is this kind of thing you want to get early on because the way they're scale, right? And you can see it already has 10. Like you said, it was 2 more.
Mm-hmm. And also they have really nice technologies as well. I think they have like the monasteries that other civs have. Other what are those civs? African civs have. Yeah.
Yeah, Ethiopia.
Yeah. And Hausa. Yeah, and both of them. Oh no, not Hausa. On Ethiopia.
Circle of Saw coming through. Also have fencing school, 40% build time of military. So he's going to be able to spawn these babies really, really fast. You also have the church upgrade as well. At some point, you might be able to get to make your units even faster produced. So you don't really need many barracks. There you go. Musketeers being produced. We are on
Look,
max pop at
he's
12
on
minutes.
99 villagers. 99 villagers at 12 minutes. Yeah, exactly.
And it probably got there much sooner. Like 200 minutes
Yeah.
is actually not impossible to do with some saves. But in this way, it's super crazy, right? He probably got there way,
Yeah.
way earlier. And he's already all across the map with 95 villagers. And there we go. We still have 2 minutes to go. We already started making our military. Batu, on the other hand, is not even close to that. And I think also these villagers, when they revolt, they also can work. If they runs to French here, a French revolt, you're only gonna be able to gather wood, if I'm not mistaken. Until
So
you send a
also,
card, then you'll be able to collect food and coin.
I think you can send with the French Revolt. I think you can gather on mills, etc. But it's very, very slow. It's like 0.3 or something on mills.
Let's see. Oh, he was sending Bourbon on lives, but he canceled that. I think he's gonna save a shipment. I think he should have revolted already because he wants to go for the Napoleonic era, but he's hiding his revolt from Julian. Maybe
Maybe,
he
yeah.
doesn't want to give a clue what he's gonna go for, so he doesn't make a bunch of units beforehand. But Julian doesn't care. He's already has his strategy prepared. He's already on 40 villagers, 40 musketeers, and
Yeah, that's
4
what I wanted to
rockets.
point out. That Batu is not making units like in advance. Julian has like the 3D mind of his own, that he knows that you have to have units before the attacking start. Whilst Batu is not having any units yet.
Okay, so they can gather
Well,
coin
since
too.
villages. Yeah.
Okay.
They can be even on mills, but it's very, very slow.
Yeah, they just don't get the extra improvements from the market. So they're just standard villagers. And if
Yeah.
you put them on mills, then they're gonna even less, right? Because
Yeah.
mills and
Exactly.
farms are only become viable once you get the upgrades for them.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
so
Yeah, exactly.
let's see what Julian's up to here. He's already dropping the meal over there. He does have refrigeration. So they're gathering at 0.90, which is not so shabby. And we're ready to go. We've got 3 coves, 5 rockets, 54 musks. Kills the exploder with the rockets. Another meal being dropped. Oh, the ad zones are coming through. The Greek Sacred Band Infantry. 14 of them. And they come with style, with nice clothing. And I don't think that's nothing. Batu has any military just yet. Because he's still going to go for this grenadier kind of build with the 5 Mamelukes.
I think
He's
the
gonna have
church
to.
cards. Those are the church cards that he used.
So he's gonna have to actually use the villagers because he doesn't have military. Look how many
Yeah.
resources he has. No barracks, unfortunately, only a royal embassy. And I think that's Batu's mistake here, not actually making units. Look how much resources he
Yeah.
has. Lose this fight here, lose all his
Exactly.
villagers, and he loses the game. Even if he succeeds in do a lot of damage here, if you see Julian, look at Julian's resources, and he's making units like non-stop.
Yeah.
And it's just a matter of
Batu's
time for
idling his
Batu, I think.
villagers. Yeah.
Yeah, he's fighting with them.
Yeah, but those villagers, they're really tanky. I mean, they have 40% range resist. They have the pioneers on. They have 2 multis versus heavy infantry. So
But can he remass as fast as Julian can? Remember, Julian is revolted now, and he came. As long as he has food, he can simply click on these houses here and make more units. And he didn't use 99 of his villagers. All he did use was musketeers.
yeah.
So he has still his economy intact. So
Yeah.
even though this looked pretty good for battle, it is not the case. Now, Julian is actually going for the trade post as well. He's already had that upgraded and taking completely control of the map on this side as well. Another forward base. It's looking pretty good. Now he's sending pioneers as well. Like you said, the Canada Revolt does allow you to have that card in it.
Yeah.
And if you look at the battle side as well, for the French, you do not have that. So had he not sent that card in, you would have lost
I think
it.
he did send it. Yeah, oh yeah, he did send it. Sorry.
No, he did send, but had he not sent that,
Yeah.
only for the
Yeah. If he hadn't sent
British,
it, yeah.
only for the British would
Yeah.
have that option, but not for the French. So the French has to
Yeah.
send it before.
True. Yeah, because I was also thinking if he might revolt to Canada as well, but French revolt is just better probably.
Okay, so the French just sent something here, and that's the musketeer cards. You got 60 musketeers. It's like how many units you
You
lost
can
in the
upgrade
game.
those as well. Yeah.
Yep. And that's the that's first push here from Batu. There's a big wave coming through Julian's way, and he has to do this. He might lose this forward base. Is she gonna actually put that TP up there? JulianK, look at JulianK. Already be able to remass after being revolted. 48 musketeers. You still have some rockets, 1 cavalry on the field. There's a big mass here of artillery coming from Batu. Well, that's gonna be beefy, man. That's a lot of artillery here. The units are very grouped in together. A very nice movement on the infantry from Julian. That's kind of spread his units quite well here. But the cavalries are hurting so much. Martial rockets as well to help Julian's way. Let's look at Batu here. 27 musketeers. 28, 29. Thanks a lot, but that's all his units. He doesn't have more production. He's completely came to a halt. He's all in on this. But these villages are so hard to take down. But Julia just has infinite resources at this point. Managed to put these fencibles back down a little bit, but he's on 3 mills, 2 states, 2 factories, making more rockets. Yeah, it keeps coming like flying crows in my head. They're quite similar though. It's quite a silent recording sometimes. It's just some of the animation that doesn't really sound right. There we go, you got some revolutionaries to help Batu's push. This is his final push. He needs to make damage here. Oh, there we go, some screams. I like it.
Scream for me.
Look at this, batch after batch after batch. And remember, he has fancy school as well. Probably has the upgrade card on the church as well. Attack that makes musketeers pop faster. But
yeah,
he got 2 coverings, so just calls it. And there's nothing he can do. He still has a bunch of musketeers coming through. Great economy behind all of this. All the TP line as well, and he's already preparing to do his 5th one. Plus of the, he would have the trading post here as well. And that's it.